table cover. But they didn't give us gloves or bits. So, ooh, sheesh. Look at this. Damn, look at all these fries. So supposedly, we weren't gonna eat that much. I only ordered 1 pound of shrimp. But I got fries. These fries are cold.
Hello.
And then I made some rice. I think that's still a lot of food for just both of us. Huh.
I don't think I'm gonna finish this.
Anyways, in the freaking all-nighter video, we're talking about how we're gonna eat healthier. And I freaking promise, this is actually the 2nd week that we've actually been eating clean. Yeah, today's actually been... Which was the reason why I ordered 1 pound of shrimp, but I feel like that's still a lot because we got fries and rice.
And what we usually do is we get 1 pound each and we just eat it on our own. But since we are on this journey of losing weight, we gotta share.
Just being a little bit healthier.
Guys, I low-key have a bad experience with this. Not too long ago, I had diarrhea, like massive diarrhea, where it was pretty bad. I couldn't wipe no more, I couldn't sit no more. And the reason was because of this. We came back from Mexico and our stomachs were already pretty bad. And then as soon as we got back, we came to Kickin' Crab and we ate this. Somehow it got like one of the world's spiciest freaking shrimps.
Yeah, this one's kind of spicy.
And
a little bit, it's not that spicy.
well, somehow ours, the ones that we got last time, were very, very spicy. And I had diarrhea for like about a week.
I know, my whole was so sore. Okay, well, I'm really craving this food, so I want to start eating. You look like you're not really like that.
I think I'm just gonna eat the fries.
Really? You don't?
I'm gonna eat some.
Why don't you want some?
Fractional printer. As soon as I got the bag and I got in my car and I smelled it, it disgusted me.
Right? Right now,
I
when I smelled it right now, it gave me like... Okay, well, since Ricardo's not going to be eating as much, I guess he can do a lot of the talking for today's story time. Which he deserves to do a lot of the talking because this story time is going to include a lot of drama. Because this bad boy here, as you guys see him, he looks all innocent and shit. He wasn't freaking 7 years ago.
So we've talked about this story time a while ago, like 2-3 years.
It was like when we had first started our channel. So it's out there.
It's out there.
It's like a remake. I don't even know if I remember the details correctly. So if we say something different, it's because we don't remember.
Yeah, we're not gonna make it go detail by detail. We're just gonna tie you straight to a story, the juiciest things ever.
Yes.
So you can start off first.
No, I said you.
It was fucking you.
Okay, so it all started off. I cannot see myself in the viewfinder, so if my hair looks crazy, if I look crazy, if I have something in my tooth. Okay, anyway, so it all started about 7 years ago. I met this boy. Yeah, 8 years ago. I met this boy in my 7th grade English/history middle school class. It was Miss Peace's class, and we would rotate around like tables like pretty much like every couple of weeks, every month, something like that, because Miss Peace was that kind of teacher that always wanted us to be rotating, meeting new people and all that stuff. What? Well, anyways, I guess a couple of times this boy was in this table. I thought he was really funny. He had a friend that was like in the table. It was you, that girl, and then me, and then one of my friends. It was like 4 of us on a table. Pretty fun the time we had together because Ricardo's always been the person that he's just kind of really a likable person. Instantly, like without even trying, he's a really likable person. We would have like a lot of fun together. I remember his friend would make fun of him, calling him a word. I'm not gonna say it because he's not gonna like it. But anyways, that's how I kind of met him. That's how he met me. And that whole year, we were in that class together. Then what happened, baby?
So then basically that year ended. Was it the end of 7th grade year when we started talking?
Yeah, it was during the summer.
So during the summer of 7th grade year, we were talking. It started off on Instagram.
Okay, tell us that story.
So there is a thing where you would post a picture on your Instagram and it would have an emoji and a question next to it.
You can put one here.
Okay, I'll put one right here. People would have to send you an emoji and then like you would have to answer it back. So Edith basically slid into my DMs and sent me a couple of emojis.
No, I posted it on one of your pictures. Actually, DMs wasn't even really a thing back
Oh yeah,
then.
you commented on.
Commented back on one of your pictures.
So she commented back what she wanted and then...
No. You're not saying this right.
Go. Say it.
Basically, I posted one of those.
You?
I posted it.
Not with me.
You got it twisted, my boy. Baby, since you're not going to be eating, can you peel them for me? Please.
Then you're gonna do the majority of the talking.
So I posted this thing on my Instagram, and basically it was like an emoji, and then it had something about you. So it could have like a happy face emoji, and then
wait, to be honest.
No, I know it was. It wasn't to be honest.
To be honest.
No.
Boy, if you don't.
And then each emoji had like a definition. So a happy face meant you're cool, and then like
oh, I know what you mean. I remember.
And then like an angry face meant like you're mean, or kissy face mean I want to date you, like that. It was like all of those. So then he was like me, like do me, to be honest, me. And so then I went onto his profile and then I commented like emojis. So I don't remember exactly which emojis I commented, but it was
she said
it was something like you're cool.
You.
Shut up.
I seen you in my dreams.
Oh, shut up. Or was something along the lines like I don't really know you, but you're cool, but like
we should hang out, we should talk more.
Something like that. He had an Android, so he couldn't see these emojis. These emojis came up as boxes.
You guys, box with an X in the middle.
If you guys had an Android, you guys know what we're talking about. He replies to that comment saying, huh? And I said, the definition to those emojis are on my page, boy. Like, go check my page. The emojis clearly see what emoji mean, you know? He said, doesn't say anything. It just says like box, box, box. And I was like, oh. And then I shot my shot and I said, hey, do you have cake? So that I could send them to you through there.
Nah.
So he gave me his cake. I didn't like Ricardo. I thought he was like a cool guy, but I didn't like him. And so anyway, he gave me his cake. I added him or he added me, something like that. We exchanged cakes, which if you guys don't know what cake is slash, does it even exist still?
I don't think it exists.
Or
I think
what it was. It's an app that was like kind of like messaging app that everybody would use back in the day. You know, I gave him my user or whatever. He added me in.
I don't know how I got it. It was a thing. We could have just gave each other our phone numbers.
Exactly. I mean, at the time I didn't have a phone, but
oh, then it did help them.
Yeah, I guess. But you could also just DM yourself or like...
Just Kik was a shit back then.
It was like the messaging app.
Yeah.
We added each other and I sent him the emojis and he was like, oh, okay, like I can see them. And then from there on, we started like texting each other. He would text me. And at the time, there was this kid or this other guy that I liked. And it was not Ricardo, but he was being dumbass, whatever. And so I kind of felt like Ricardo was such a good person because like I would tell him and be like, nah, like fuck that guy. Like he's not worth it. You know, typical like little fuckboy. Like I'm trying to win you over stuff. That was you. And so we just kind of were talking and I remember thinking like, damn, like I wish so bad like this other guy was as nice as him because like he's so nice. Like I wish I liked him, you know that. And as time went by, I just fell in love with Ricardo's charisma. And so I started liking Ricardo. And I remember one night, Ricardo was the type of person that always wanted to play 21 questions. He would always tell me that. Can I play 21 questions? Typical. You asked me that one time.
It's because that just gets all the questions out. All the info, all the information.
Okay.
And it did. It did.
What info? You don't even remember. Ricardo doesn't remember this.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember how the conversation went, but I do remember this.
It's because you had way too many other girls that you were playing 21 questions with as well. That's why you don't remember ours.
Give me some.
Like, that's for all the other girls.
I should have spit that shit in your face.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah?
Ricardo was entertaining like 5 girls at the same time while he was texting me. So all of this stuff I'm saying, don't even think it's special because he was doing it with like 3 other girls as well.
She's tripping, bro.
I'm not.
She's tripping. There was like 8 other girls.
Well, one of the times we were playing 21 questions, he asked me who I like. And I told him that I would only tell him if he told me first. And then he sent me this long ass paragraph saying this girl, she was so beautiful. She like was so this, that, da da da. Like it was like a long paragraph, you guys. It was like super, super long. And I read it and I was like, oh, that's so cute. Like you should tell her that you like her. Oh, because you have said in the paragraph something like, oh, but if I tell her, I know it's gonna ruin our friendship or something like that. And I kind of knew he was like low-key like hinting it was me, but I was like, tell me straight up.
Or like me describing the person.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was her. I was describing her, but not saying it was her.
But I said, you should tell her, I'm pretty sure that she would like you back or something like that. And then I remember the exact message she sent me back and it was, it's you with like a blushing emoji from Kik. I remember it was that. And I don't remember what I said back, like it was so long ago, but anyways, when he said that, it really made me start liking him. But this all was happening during the summer of 7th grade. So like going into 8th grade.
And we did not see each other once.
It was just us like flirting-ish through text. But school started and guess what? Ricardo slowly started texting me less and less and less. And then one night he basically told me he liked this other girl. Dun dun dun. He told me! But I had never really told him I liked him back, to be fair.
Exactly, so I have no idea.
Yeah,
Anyways, to make this long story short, I ended up dating another girl and we only lasted like a month. Was it a month?
I don't know. You
a month, a week. I'm not sure how long it lasted. I don't remember. This was 8 years ago. And I went.
That you had.
I slowly started texting Edith back again. I'm assuming again the same thing, going back and forth, like ghosting her, not ghosting her, ghosting her, not ghosting her. Basically, towards the end of the school, we always have.
This lasted from the very beginning of the year, so
8th grade.
We started dating this girl like in October, and then you guys broke up like a month later.
Like December.
Started talking to me, broke up. I think you got back with her, broke up. And then the rest of the school year, he would like do the same thing where he would like talk to me, ghost me, talk to me, ghost me, talk to me, ghost me, until the very end of 8th grade.
Which every 8th grade year they have a field trip. Obviously, I'm pretty sure you guys as well.
Like a promotion.
Like a promotion, like
trip.
saying congratulations, you're graduating middle school, get your ass to high school. The day before we went on the field trip, we texted each other saying, let's meet up at Knott's Berry Farm, like let's hang out. So we were on the same page that we were gonna hang out at Knott's Berry Farm the day we went. So it was a little difficult in the beginning because her last name starts with a C and my last name starts with a P.
It wasn't that. They just kind of arranged everybody in like, cause I think 3 different buses went, or 4 different buses went. So everybody was like in different buses and it was just kind of a random order. It wasn't like names, it wasn't by teachers. I don't even know what the heck it was.
Was that first come, first serve, no?
I'm not sure, but we were all in different buses and he was in the second bus and I was was the first bus, and I remember so clearly that this girl he was talking to during this time as well was sitting right behind me, and she was like talking about him the whole time, basically saying like this about Ricardo, this about Ricardo. And in my mind I was like, dude, like he's talking to me, like are you serial right now? I knew they talked, but I thought he had cut her off. Apparently not.
It wasn't like a high level relationship type.
It was like she was my side hoe and I was the main hoe, you know? Anyway, so we go in different buses, but because of that whole situation, we like didn't sit together, we didn't make plans when we were going there or anything. It was like we were gonna meet at Knott's Berry Farm once the buses got there. Now tell them what the heck you did. I'm still mad to this day. Like right now my heart's racing.
Okay, so she got there. I don't know where you went. I got there. I was already with my homies, and we were basically on one side of the amusement park, and Edith was on one side. So I was at Jaguar. No, you were at Jaguar, and I was at Silver Bullet.
We're on the water one.
Oh, the water.
It was the one that's like round and it's water.
Oh, yeah, it's a round one that you go to water basically. So they're basically across from each other on different sides of the park. So did you text me saying that? Where are you at?
Yeah, I was
so Edith texted me, where are you at? Bigfoot Rapid. Edith texted me, where are you at? Like, let's meet up. I texted her, I'm at Bigfoot Rapid. And she said, like, okay, like, I'll meet you halfway or I'll meet you there. And then I'm like, where are you at? And she said, Jaguar. So I told my homies, like, oh my God, it'll be funny. Like,
well, let me just cut you off a little bit. We were supposed to meet in the front, but then you straight went to Bigfoot Rapids.
It's because look,
so you had ditched me from the front, then went to Bigfoot Rapids, then you thought it was funny, and then what did you do?
I went to Bigfoot Rapids while they were going. I went to Jaguar while they were going to Bigfoot Rapids, and we just basically went like this.
Yeah, we didn't see each other. Yeah. But basically, he ditched me like 3 times. Like I was
twice.
The front. You didn't meet at entrance.
Bigfoot Rapids,
and then Jaguar.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's like, okay, fine. Like she was mad. I'll meet you at Jaguar. So she had to walk again all the way to the front again.
And I told him don't get on the ride because I wanted to get on the ride with him. And when we got back to Jaguar, he was already getting on the ride when I got there. And when I saw he was getting on, I was so mad. I was literally so mad.
I saw flames coming out of her ears.
I was just really mad because my friends didn't really like him because he did shit like this, and they were already kind of like, dude, why is he playing games with you? Like, what the fuck is he doing? And so then when we got there and he was doing that, I was like, my friends literally just walked from here to Bigfoot Rapids all the way back here for you, and you're playing games. So I was like, this is fucked up. Like, I'm over it. You don't want to hang out with me, like, it's fine, but don't play games with me. I was like, I'm over it, like, whatever. So he left in the ride, and then we got on the next one. I remember when I was on the ride, I would look down, and he was like getting off. He was like walking out of the ride, and I was so mad. I was like, I don't even want to see him, blah blah blah. My friend was like, oh, he's over there. I was like, the whole ride I was like this. So mad, so mad.
I low-key found it funny the whole time, no cap. So look at it now. We look back at it and it's funny.
No, babe, I look back and I still get, like right now, touch my heart. It's racing in my anger. Ah!
So basically, she comes out of the ride, and then I end up hiding. Was I hiding? I was hiding behind something. I don't remember what it was. And Edith just walks off.
I just walk off.
She walks off with her friends. And I'm pretty sure her friends are like, just fuck it, let's just leave. I'm like, we'll just go do it.
My friends were like, he's coming. Like, you were walking behind. And I was like, I don't care. I don't want to see him. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't even want to be with him. Da, da, da. And I was just walking away. And then he catches up to us. And then I'm just kind of like, okay. Mad dogging him, like, so mad. But like I said, Ricardo's always had that personality where, like, he's, like, really likable and stuff. So he easily, like, integrated into our friend group. So we were just kind of, like, there with each other. You were with Jason, huh? The rest of the time was, like, fun. Our friends ended up leaving us.
We went on a ride, Silver Bullet. And when we were done with the ride, they just poofed. Are you dying? They just disappeared after that. Because
there was 6 of us or 5 of us, something like that, and the ride only held like so many. And so then they were like, here, we'll go. You guys can catch the next ride. And then when we got on the ride, when we got out, they weren't there.
So from there on out, we're alone the whole time. We're going on rides together.
That was like our little first date, but the beginning was such a fucking disaster.
It's just the mem. It's for the memes.
The memes?
It's for the memes.
I literally get so mad every single time I think about that.
Okay, anyways, let's think about what happened after. We end up going on this slow ride that goes up in the sky. Then we go down, and then I don't know if it was before or after, but we went to this jewelry spot, and I was telling her about like, Edith, you should like, which was like the nicest one I could give my grandma, like, you know. I was like, like smooth.
I thought it was smooth.
I was smooth because she actually chose one that she actually liked, and I'm like, oh, it's for you, honey boo.
I knew it was for me the whole time.
That's such cap. That is such cap. She's like, really? Oh my god.
That's a cap, dude.
Shut up, bro.
You always think you're slick.
So I was gonna ask her out that same day, but I pussied out. No cap. I pussied out. Like the day finishes, she goes on her bus, I go on my bus, and it just stays like that. The night when we get home, we basically texted each other like, oh, it's so fun. Like, yeah, it was like an amazing day. Da, 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 da.
So I want to say something. Like, this is gonna be the most toxic shit ever. Yeah. Toxic level like 1000. If you guys are real Snapchat OGs, have a Snap score, but they used to also have like your best friends.
Oh, like it does have that still.
Not anymore. Oh. They took it off a long time ago, babe. I would always check it, and that's why I knew he had other hoes, because he always had like another girl be his best friend, or you know, I was like the 3rd one on the list or whatever. But what I would I'd always do is I would check his snap score, because back in the day it was literally just like sending pictures back and forth. It wasn't really like texting much, and I would always multiply, well, because it was like for one text it's basically 2, because one that you send, one that you receive. So I always make the math in my head, and all the time Ricardo would, like, whenever he would snap me, that would be 2, right? Every single time it would multiply by like 4 or by 8, because that means like he texted 2 or 3 other girls, and I would always know when he was doing this because I would be checking it like literally every 2 to 5 minutes. I was that toxica level. But I remember this night, it was literally only going up by 2, which means it was only me and him texting. I was like, dude, oh my god, no fucking way, like into me for sure, like, you know. And he basically told me that he needed to give me something the next day, that we should hang out at the mall. It was the last day of school, so next day, I don't know how I convinced my mom. My mom let me go to the mall after school.
And if it wasn't for Mama Cuevas, we probably wouldn't have been together right now.
My mom never let me go to the mall. That was like the first and only time she let me go to the mall in middle school.
Basically, the thing that I was gonna give her was, what did I give you?
A little Snoopy keychain.
A little Snoopy keychain that I low-key stole from the bus because someone left it in the seat. Someone left it in the seat, and I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I just grabbed it, I took it.
I was gonna ask you, when did you buy that?
I didn't. I found it on the bus when we were all getting off at school. It was a Snoopy keychain, and I wrote a letter like that goes in the little circle thingy, and it says, will you go out with me? And we're going,
Will you be my girlfriend?
oh yeah, will you be my girlfriend? We're going down the stairs.
You know what it said? Will you go out with me? How you would always say it. He would never say me. He always do M-E-H-H. Bruh. Meh. You would always say
Maybe it was just a shit lap. It was just shit back then. I was going down the stairs and I just handed it to her halfway, or a little bit less than halfway.
like the escalators.
Yeah, down the escalators, and I give it to her, and she just like this, just straight down, facing forward.
And he taps me on the shoulder, and I look up, and he gives me a little Snoopy with a little letter
like,
paper or whatever. And I opened it and said, will you go out with me? And I was like, no fucking way. Because I obviously wanted to be his girlfriend, but he was changing girl like every other day. I never thought it would come, because, you know, he was an F-boy basically. So when he asked me, I was so excited. I remember I waited till we were all the way down the stairs.
Yeah, which made me like, what is she gonna say? She was just facing forward the whole time, and I was just like, she's gonna fucking say no. Like, she didn't turn around once.
Or just
she didn't
went.
like nothing. She was just like straight forward the whole time.
I didn't look back at all.
Until we got down, she turns around, her face all red, and she's like,
and I hugged him.
and then we hugged, and then we went through the store. We were holding hands. I went in for the hand grab. We were holding hands into one store, and then she had to go home.
Yep, my mom had to.
She picked her up from one side of the store. She's like, I'll just drop you off here, and I just ran to the other side.
The rest is history. We had another whole summer just texting, and our first kiss, and our first me sneaking out. And then 5 months later, we broke up. But that's a story for another day, because this one has been way too long enough. But yeah, what do you guys think about this F-boy here? Do you consider yourself an F-boy like that?
Back then, I would say I was. So we hope you guys like this little mukbang of
Mukbang. Dude, it was literally me eating the whole time with my mouth open. I'm sorry. I feel like I can't talk and eat. This is probably really gross. I'll censor my mouth.
And I apologize as well. This just really gave me really bad taste. But I hope you guys like this little Edith eating, us talking.
Mukbang style, I guess.
Hopefully you guys want another one. Just have a good day. Have a good night.
See you guys next time.
See you guys next time. Bye.